Hey guys. It's actually the middle of the afternoon, but I'm gonna get ready because I'm going on a date with my husband tonight. And by the time like everybody wakes up from their nap and get home from school and stuff, I just don't have time. So I wanted to invite you to come and get ready with me. I'm going to show you some basic things on how I do my makeup, and I'm in no way a makeup artist. But then also things that I do for my nails. So I actually have my nails done already. So you might think like, what would you even have to do with them? But there are things that you can do not on days that you're doing your nails to keep them healthy and like looking good. Cuticle care and all that stuff is honestly huge. Okay, so I like lots of different kinds of makeup. I'm not just like totally committed to one brand, but right now I'm really into Senegence. Senegence is kind of, what I like about it is it stays on your face pretty good. It's like dries down and stays put. So I know any of my makeup artist friends are like crying right now on how I'm applying this. This is color correcting tinted moisturizer. So it's not even really a foundation. Although it does have, I think, a little bit of like whatever it is, whatever color offsets your redness. So I'm gonna put that on, and then you're supposed to apply it with a brush, but I don't ever have time for that. So then after I'm done, I just pat my face. So there we go, to give the brush effect. I'm gonna give that a second to settle in and set, I guess. And I saw somebody that I follow on Instagram do this. It's been a game changer for me. So I never used primer before, but now I do. And mascara, this is also Senegence, but she puts it in her bra. So she does it at the beginning, and then when it's time to put her mascara on, it's already really like warmed up. And it really makes a huge difference. Okay, this is Senegence too. It's Shadow Sense, so that's their eyeshadow. But I use it for under eye concealer and for on top of my eyelid. I saw on a TikTok where, you know, when you're 30, when older, you're supposed to do concealer on the outside portions of your eyes, which made me feel really great because I'm 31. So I make that mark. I also usually will add it to my nose a little bit and right here. You know, just where there's a little bit of redness. You see how it kind of brightens it up? Okay, so obviously, like I said, I am not a makeup artist, and I'm out here in these streets doing the best I can. Don't know much about it, but what I do know a lot about is Color Street. That is one of my favorite things to put on, actually. And right now we are having a Pro November promotion. So what that means is every Monday in November there's like a new deal coming out. So today we just had a new deal launch at 10 o'clock this morning, and it is a really, really good one. So I wanted to share it with you while I have you watching all this silly stuff. All right, so I'm gonna do my eyebrows really quick. This is Rustic Brown. It's another Shadow Sense, but I use it for my eyebrows, so it's like whatever. This is tricky because I don't know how to do it in the mirror and also see what I'm doing. So I've learned from poorly painting a lot of bedrooms in my life that, you know, you kind of want to start in the middle and work your way out. You don't want to start right on the edges because it can be too strong. So, I kind of start right here when I'm doing my eyebrows and work my way out to the outside corners. This is just as clear as mud. My eyebrows aren't pretty much just are the shape they are. Like, I'll tweeze them a little bit, but I don't do that much to them. Let me see if I can find a mirror. This is mainly just to like fill them in. I don't have any magic thing that I do. I just try to get them generally looking a little bit fuller. So do you see a difference? Yeah, it's a little bit better. If you'll notice, this eyebrow is higher than this eyebrow. Like, it always looks like I'm like this, but I'm not. So my eyebrows are sisters. They're not twins. And I just do my best to try to get them close enough. Let's see if I can do it in the camera. Okay, so like I was saying, Promovember. This week's I'm really excited about. So the very first week in November, it was this great promotion for people joining as stylists. This past Monday, they had a bunch of like popular sets from last year that retired or were like limited edition that came back. So that's really fun. Some of those are still on the website. And then today I had no idea what they were going to do. And they had a bundle set. So for like the most popular sets, or generally speaking, the more popular sets. This video is going swimmingly. Okay, so Promovember, this week they have like the most popular sets from, I'm guessing, this release this year, and they've bundled them. So they're like almost 40% off. The prices range, but you get 6 sets in a bundle, which I mean, it's amazing. I feel like I find myself all the time saying like, oh, this is such a good deal. This is such a good deal. But honestly, like, they keep coming out with such really good deals. So I actually bought a bunch of bundles this morning. Okay, this is also ShadowSense. It's called Mocha Java. So the thing about Promovember promotions in November is that they only last from Monday until I think midnight Central Standard Time the following Sunday. So they really are like limited promotions. I didn't mention this, but the thing about ShadowSense, I'm going to pull a little bit underneath. The thing about ShadowSense is you put it on and it's like liquid, but it changes to, I don't know if powder is the right word, but it like dries down and then it's like immovable. Like, it doesn't shift or anything. So you kind of have to work with it quickly while it's before it dries. So I just like a little bit of basic brown. One of the really cool things about these bundles are they're the popular sets, and they're separated by style. So there's solids, glitters, designs, and then overlays, I think. So if you have like, you know, a style that you prefer, you can get a huge bundle of that style in colors that are basically like curated for you. And that will look amazing. So it's a really, really good time to get some extras. I'm going to go back and do some like brow gel stuff later on, just because like this eyebrow, for whatever reason, like the hairs go crazy. But this is also Synergence. Everything's been Synergence today. And it's just their brown eyeliner. So what I really love about it, as well is you can kind of like smudge it a little bit. I'm looking for my smudger. You can kind of smudge it a little bit when you put it on. And then when it dries, it stays where it is. And I have really hooded eyes. So like my eyeshadow and eyeliner is always kind of, do you see I'm pulling it out into a wing a little bit? Saw that on a Instagram story. So when I'm like blinking and stuff and like smiling, I always get my eyeliner and mascara down here. It like runs a lot, and that's because my eyes are like kind of deeply set. So that's what I like about SeneGence, how it's like kind of, I don't think permanent or like waterproof is the right word. I don't know what is the right word, but that's what I like about that. Or liners that are like liquid and kind of will stay. Most pencil liners will smudge, basically, is what I'm saying. And not in a cute way. So what I have gotten in the habit of doing is like, I still have a little bit of, this is what I use for my eyebrows and what I use for my eyeliner. And then I'll just go back and just like hit a little bit underneath my eyes. Like I said, I have kind of like deeply set and a little bit hooded eyes. So I have to do it in a certain way so that they don't look too deeply set. Another thing that I have started doing that I love is waterline. It makes my mascara look so much, I don't know why I'm talking weird when I'm doing this. It makes my mascara look so much like deeper or blacker. And I feel like it makes my eyeliner look darker too. Okay. I have, this is SeneGence too. Loose powder and then bronzer. I'm a pretty oily person, so I'll just kind of hit myself in the places where I feel like I'll get oily. And then this just puts a little bit of color back in. Since I didn't really use foundation, I just used tinted moisturizer. You can still, like, I haven't taken all of the color out of my skin, so I don't always have to do a ton back. What I used to be really bad about is just putting this bronzer right here, and it's got a little bit of like shimmer to it. So I really use it as like bronzer and blush, if that makes sense. All right. This is not how I'm gonna wear my hair. I took a shower today. My hair's pretty straight, so I'm just putting it up fluffy like this to give it a little bit of volume. And then I will either straighten it or curl it. Probably curl it. I'm going to Nate Bargatze today. If you have seen it or seen him, let me know. Oh my gosh, my light went off. I don't know. I guess I don't have light anymore. Okay, so remember when I put these in my bra earlier? I used to never do lash primer. I was like, that's a waste. I don't have time for that. Because typically if I'm going to do my makeup in the mornings, which is like, you know, kind of a rare occasion, I will do it pretty quickly. And so this seemed like kind of a waste of time. But what I have loved about it is it makes me spend actually less time on my mascara, and it makes my eyelashes look a lot thicker. And I didn't mean for this to be a SeneGence commercial, but it also supposedly has something in it that grows your lashes, so it's like a little bit healthy. And I like using makeup that feels like skincare, like good for your body, you know, good for your stuff. So I'm gonna give, you know, like 35 seconds to let this dry just a little bit, and then I'm gonna go over with my Lash Sense mascara, and it's totally boring, so I'll be back in a second. Okay, do you see how my eyelashes are so big? That lash primer really makes a difference. Okay, this is just like white light eyeshadow, which might feel really scary, but what I've started getting in the habit of doing is putting just like a tiny dot on the inside corner, any kind of lighter eyeshadow, and then pulling it onto the top a little bit of my lid, and then down along the inner corner, and then even right here in this little section, because like I said, my eyes are pretty deeply set, and so that helps them look like popped out. Bam! Okay, I'm gonna do the same on the other side. And for lips, I'm really pretty lazy. My favorite thing to use is just like a colored chapstick. because my lips are forever dry anyways. And like lipstick just feels like too much to keep up with and worry about reapplying. So I don't normally do that. Okay. This is a tinted chapstick. It's just like a brown color. That kind of matches my sweater. Voila. Okay. So ignore my hair. Let me talk about nails really quickly. Okay, so this is a set. It's Pine something. Ooh, I can't remember the name of it. It's from our Christmas release. It's beautiful. I love it. I wore it in our Christmas card pictures. It's got this cute kind of like crescent cuticle design, but it's like asymmetrical. Anyways, really cute. I think it's great for Christmas. It's good for leading into Christmas. But it's November here, and it's gotten really, really cold in the last few days. And so even though I have my nails done, like they're so dry. So I'm going to show you a couple like random things that I like to use. So this is Shea Butter Body Cream. Golly, it's also from Senegence. And normally I'll do this after I've done my hair and stuff. So it's like the very last thing I'll do. And I leave a lot of these things on my bedside table. So I'll do them at night. Just because if you rub lotion on your hands and then you wash them 100 times during the day, it doesn't really help. But I do this in two places. Right here on the outside of my hand, because that is where it gets so dry and uncomfortable. And then I just kind of pull it up onto my cuticles and my nails. I also burnt my hand really badly last year, 2 years ago, trying to cook something. And so they gave me this. It's called Glucan Pro 3000. It's basically like really, really thick, like petroleum jelly. So I'll put this on my hands at night. It really is like pretty sticky. But then when I wake up in the morning, my nails are, my hands are so moisturized. But this is what I really wanted to show you because it's my favorite. I don't know that there's just like a world's best cuticle oil. I've even heard people say like, I don't have time to do that. I wash my hands all the time. Even as a mom, like when I'm making dinner sometimes and I'm tossing things in olive oil, I'll just kind of like, rub that on my hands. I'll keep things by my bedside table. I have lotions in the bathroom. Like it doesn't have to be anything fancy. I think it's just remembering to put moisture back into your hands, especially if you're washing your hands a lot, working hard with your hands. If you're outside, that can make your hands dry too. But this has been one of my favorites since I was, like in college. I've been using this. It comes in a tin container. It's called Burt's Bees Lemon Butter Cuticle Cream. So it comes in this little tin, and it's one of those things like the warmth of your nail will of your finger kind of warms it up, and then you just rub it right here on your cuticle. What I like about it is I feel like it's thick enough that it really makes a difference, but it's not so oily that you're like feel gross, like you got grease on your hands. And probably my favorite thing is that it smells like lemons. It's delicious. Okay, so keeping your cuticles and your hands moisturized is important because, first of all, it just makes them feel better. But when they're really, really dry, your cuticles tend to look flaky and kind of gross. And it just makes your nail polish application not look so great. And that's not just College Street, that's any kind of nail polish that you wear. I also am in the habit of pushing my cuticles back. Now I hear a lot of people say, oh, I don't have time for that. I never do that. My cuticles are so bad. It's kind of like you kind of have to train them. So it does get easier the more you do it. I have little orange sticks, little wooden sticks that I'll use to push them back. But honestly, it's just like a nervous habit, a thing I do. I'll just push them back like this. Like I said, when I'm tossing my broccoli in olive oil for dinner, get a little bit of olive oil in my hand, I'll just push my cuticles back. It's great to do when you're in the shower and your hands are already wet, your cuticles are nice and softened up. Like you think, when you go to the nail salon and they put your hands in that hot water to like get your hands nice and soft and ready to push the cuticles back. A shower does the same thing. A bath does the same thing. So if you are taking care of your cuticles and your hands pretty consistently, you'll be shocked at how much better your hands feel, but then also how much better your nails look. Even these are like a few days old, but if you put lotion on, they look brand new. Look how great that looks. If you guys have any questions about Color Street, I'm happy to answer all of them at any time. I love talking Color Street. If you have any questions about makeup, I'm probably not your girl, but I would be happy to try and answer them. Thanks for watching. That's good enough, right?